Welcome back to Wizard Supercoach. Absolute carnage again. I said that last week. In fact, I said it was the most carnage I can remember in a season to date, and this week didn't disappoint even more. Now, luckily, I think Dacos was the only one for me that went down, but oh man, it's just across the board. If you can avoid it, you're going to have a fair advantage on the pack. So, speaking of the pack, I scored a 1,958, which wasn't too bad. My rank dropped overall by 46 to rank 100, but I can tell you now, I've never been so stoked with a rank drop. The reason why is because I fully anticipated to drop ranks this week, with just the way it went, getting Ash in last week and knowing that this would be a hard buy, and I hardly dropped. So I was expecting to go down to like 2,000, 5,000, something like that, but it didn't happen. So you've got to be happy with that for sure. The guy in first has got a fair advantage. I think I'm about 250 points behind him now, so he's absolutely flying. But yeah, obviously we know that the team that wins is not normally the one that's out in front at the start, so anything can happen. People saying remove entry and delete team and stuff, just don't do it, okay? Like, it's been 4 weeks, there's plenty more time. What are we, like a fifth of the way through the season? Just chill out. So we'll look at the team. Right. So this is one major thing for me that I'm happy with. Yes, I lost the rank, but I've only used 5 trades and 1 boost. And I'm seeing some outrageous numbers out there. People have used like 8 trades already, and I've seen some people say they've used 3 boosts. Like, yeah, we're trying to play the long game here. So got to be happy with that. If you're, let's just say I essentially held, I reckon. I don't really consider that too much of a drop, and managed to hold trades. I only made the one, which was forced. It was Cherry out to Grundy, so held my nerve. I wanted to get rid of Parrish, but nothing really lined up for me, so I didn't bother. I didn't make a trade video, so I made a Twitter post instead because I was a little bit lazy. I've had a bad week, but yeah, that's how the team was. So let me fix up this. I've already had to play around with the captains and stuff for next week, but this is how the team looked. So yeah, Grundy was my VC, which I took, and it looked like this. I had Ash was my loop. It doesn't really matter. So from the backline, Clark with a 52 was really bloody disappointing. Like, he's meant to be Mr. Consistency, and he goes and dishes that shit up. Clanger City only got 18 touches. He's just not hungry for the ball like other halfbacks are. I know the appeal was because he didn't have the extra buy and stuff, but yeah, kind of regretting this one unless he can pick it up real quick. But yeah, I guess there's bigger problems and stuff. Shouldn't really be trading primos. It kind of goes back to, I think we had that advantage, those of us that started like Gawn and Cherry and that, when so many freaked out over the Ruck situation. But now, because of the carnage, it's all been evened out in the short term. So, people have been able to bring in Gawn this week, and I'm sure Grundy's going to come in huge numbers now for English and stuff. So there's that. But in the long term, where we're winning out here is, so someone like Clark, I could either trade him out and not lose any ground on anyone because they're having to make trades on primos too, or I just keep him knowing that he's probably going to do all right. Just write it out, and now I can start upgrading another player and be 1 primo ahead. So yeah, 2 ways of looking at it. But maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better about Clark. I don't know. Grill with his 90, that was really good. Really good timing too, because this was obviously the week where I had to field heaps of rookies, so needed some of them to stand up, and him and Sarong did. So he's got a break even of minus 13 now, so we should get plenty more cash, and I'm loving that DPP that he has. I think it's going to come in handy real soon. Jake's with a 67, a little down from what he'd been doing, but for a rookie, like, who can complain? He's already made over 100k, so he's been a good one. And Sarong, the 126, his role in that game just looked like the God role. I think he was starting on the wing, but he was just pushing between the 2 flanks. He was the extra man dropping back. Like, in defence and just mopping up. So, yeah, absolutely perfect. I hope he can do that next week. Who have they got? Got Gold Coast. So there should be a bit of ball down there. Might be harder though. Gold Coast moved the ball super quick, so it might be hard for Sarong to get back in time. But yeah, he's done wonders now for his cash gen. Minus 39. And he's already made 100k. That's killer. All right. So yeah, when people are saying there's no cash gen in the rookies, like, well, there is in the backline. Lindsay a little disappointing with the 46. Not surprising though, if you think a smashing like that, there's going to be so much ball in the back line, and there was, but it was just clean ball coming in. Sydney were just walking the ball in and hitting targets. Like, there was no chance for Lindsay to get anything really. So yeah, 46 will just have to do. He'll still make money. Still in the minus break even, so he's fine. And then Selwood at 28. That's a bit of a worry. So he's probably stalled his cash gen. Break even at 17. Probably keep his spot though. I don't think he played bad or anything. I mean, it's hard to play bad against Essendon, but yeah, he just did his job. There wasn't much of a job to do. He's a good tackler and all that. I think he'll be fine. Like, there'll be, I won't say a spike score. I'm not expecting like 100 or anything, but maybe a 70 odd. That will come through again and probably kick things off. What do you get? A 61 was his best. I don't know. Maybe if you are desperate, probably get rid of him, but I don't think I will be at this point. That said, I haven't actually looked at trades yet, so who knows? But I think there's others that would go first. So on to the midfield. Bont just did what he had to. He was huge in the first quarter and kind of just coasted home from there. 150. It's funny how like other players you think, wow, 150, but with Bont it's like business as usual. That's why you pay up for the guy. He's nuts. He's actually made money. Bont the value pick, I say. What's he made? He's made 16k. Like, that's ridiculous. Butters as well, 114. Not bad, but normally he's a lot better than that. So he's had that, we'd consider it a bit of an easy run with the fixture. It's not really though when I guess you consider that Port aren't, they're not a strong team. I think they're going to be bottom 4, bottom 5. But yeah, you'd expect better from the opponents he's had. So is he a worry? I think he'll come good. I mean, it would be hard for him out there, like staying mentally focused. But, it's not like he's not involved and not trying and everything. He's just, I notice a lot when he's kicking inside 50, he'll miss the target. He'll kick short rather than blaze away, which is good. It's good footy. But yeah, sometimes the defender will get a fist in there or something like that. And sometimes you'd rather see him go long, go for goal from a Supercoach perspective. I think he's only scored like 1 goal in the last 2 years or something. So there's scope for improvement there, which is crazy for a guy of his caliber, but I'm not too unhappy with him. Like, yeah, we paid up for him and he's not performing to what we paid for, but again, it's a marathon. I think he'll come good. And it's not like, what else are we going to get? There's not too many other midfielders out there that are absolutely destroying the comp, are they? So he's all right. Merritt 116, that was really welcome. Quite enjoying this pick, actually. I like watching him play. He's such a smart player. A bit of a pod as well. What's his ownership? It wouldn't be high. A lot of people don't want to touch Essendon players, and I don't either, except for Merritt. 10%. So yeah, I consider that a pod. I saw the number 1 team. He's been in number 1 for 2 weeks. So well done to him. He's killing it. He's got Merritt as well, so that's nice to see. Yeah, I guess same for him as Butters. It would be hard mentally to keep invested. Probably both of them are eventually going to leave, but yeah, Merritt, he's absolute quality. If he was in a good team, well, yeah, he'd be doing a whole lot better. Let's just say that. Parrish is 73. It's actually not that bad for the TOG that he got, but the problem is the TOG he's getting, and I don't think it's really going to go up. So he's got to go, whether it's this week or next week or whatever. What's his break even? He hit his break even at least. 68. He'll probably hit it again, but he's not going to make any money. So might be time for him to go if I can get an upgrade to someone that I'm actually keen on. Otherwise, maybe it's worth just once I look at the break-evens and stuff, if there's someone that can make me short-term cash, maybe parish down to them. But those short-term hits haven't really worked out yet. So I think, what did Reeves get today? Let's have a look. 65. So what, he would have made a bit of money, but now I think he's just about done. Surely not. 290. So he made 48k. Oh, his break even's still 24. Yeah, see, after today, I wouldn't be too confident on him making too much more money. So I don't know if I want to go for any of these sugar hits, I guess they're called. The short term, you have them for like 2-3 weeks and then they're gone. It doesn't usually work out. I'm not keen on it. Not to say they don't always work out, but yeah, mostly they don't. Bruin with a 92, that was good. Wanted a little bit more, but yeah, got to be happy with that. He sat the last, I think, 5 minutes or so on the bench, and there was a lot of scaling being given out. But yeah, he was pretty good. He started out slow, had a bit of trouble hitting targets, I think, and then let's have a look. He got better as the game went on. Oh, he ended up at 85 efficiency. Yeah, so at the very start, though, I think he missed like a couple of targets, a couple of clangers or something. But yeah, that 92, that's good. That's about where I think he'll be for the average for the year. So yeah, he can just sit there. If he's going to keep giving me 90s and stuff, he can just sit there. Like, that's fine. I'm not in any hurry to go and get some overpriced midfielder, because as I said with Butters, none of them are absolutely smashing the doors down, and I've already got the top two, I think, Bont and Dacos. Yeah, is there any others? Any others that are absolutely killing it? I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, there's going to be in a couple of weeks some very discounted mids that I think we can pick up. Rao's going to come right down. McCluggage, few of them. Smith a 70, absolutely fine. He's already more than done his job. I think he's made the 150k, hasn't he? So yeah, even by the old standards of 150k, he's done it. He's done his job. But yeah, we'll be keeping him for quite a while, I think. Blameyer's a 56. Not the 85 he got the week before, but that's fine for a 99k rookie. He's made 128k. Job done from him. All we need now is some rookies to present that we can downgrade to. And Watkins absolutely shit the bed. Probably less annoyed with him though, to be honest, than I am at Clark. But yeah, a 7. Like, what the hell? He's got to be dropped, I think, this week. Someone will come in. Who's out? I think Will Brodie was he out? Or Wines? I don't know. One of them's going to come back. Watkins, yeah, there's no way he keeps his spot after that. That was horrible. And when Porter's struggling and he's a mature ager, like, he's the obvious one to go. So I get him off my field right now because that pisses me off. So Dacos back in. Apparently Dacos should be good to go for this week. It was a bit of a weird one though, how he got all the way to the warm-up and then couldn't walk. Like, how does that happen? Might be a bit more to it. Yeah, Carroll and Sharp didn't play. So now we get to my favourite line, the Rucks. And I made a tweet saying, what year is it? Like, these two are insane. Gawn 175, and I think that's an even better performance than Grundy's 184, because if you go all the way back to the video I did in pre-season about the Rucks, and not team versus team, but Ruck versus Ruck specifically, the only one that Gawn really struggles with is Witts, and he's going to drop to 175 on him. Witts had no answer. I think the new rules actually do favour Gawn a little bit, which is odd to say, but because he's not that much of a jumper, but he just finds a way. His ruck craft is incredible. And you look at the way Melbourne play, it's all set up. It's almost like they funnel the ball through Gawn. So when Melbourne go forward, they look for Gawn. He sets up down the line or whatever. Obviously, he does his amazing rucking and stuff, but then they basically set up so the other team is more often than not forced to kick down the line to Gawn. And so now he's not even taking the forward 50 rucking. He's sitting a kick behind the play so he can chop that off too. Like, the whole thing is just designed for him. So I think he's a must-have. It's just whether you can get 700k to get him. But I would not at all be surprised if he's going to average above 130. He could, honestly, the way he's playing at the moment, he could go the highest Supercoach average we've ever seen for a season. And I don't think that's too much of a hot take. Especially with so many inexperienced rucks getting around as well. And then Grundy, 184. His first half was so influential. I could not believe that he scored less in a half than McKercher. That McKercher shit from whenever it was in that game, that was the worst thing I've ever seen out of criminal data, champion data. Just terrible. Like, no impact on the game. He had like 80 meters gain from 20 touches, something like that. I swear someone at champion data traded him in this week. It was plainly obvious. This is a game that's meant to be based on impact. And yet McKercher had none, Grundy had heaps. And, you know, I get that Grundy was sharing some points with teammates, but him and Heaney were so far clear. McKercher had no impact. And I would be worried if I own him, if, you know, I don't own him, but for owners, because I'm confident that Clarko told him, stop the stat padding shit, because it was having no impact on the game. And, you know, North are improving and they want to play serious footy. That's not going to do anything for them, that chipping it around aimlessly in the backline crap. Like, if they want to actually keep trying to win, they can't be doing that. And look what happened once they stopped doing it. So I think it's pretty obvious what was said. And yeah, I'd be worried. But McKercher's good enough. Like, he can play well. He can still score playing proper footy. He doesn't have to be doing that absolutely disgusting shit that he was doing. Anyway, back to Grundy. Yeah, Grundy was amazing, but he was up against Flynn, and I think most players are going to drop like big scores on Flynn. Funny thing about Flynn though, he usually ends up scoring okay himself, which is bizarre. But yeah, Grundy absolutely pantsed him, as did Sydney. Sydney have a thing for West Coast, don't they? But yeah, stoked with the ruck line, especially if you look at it in the flex. McAndrew 123, so that's like nearly 500 points out of the ruck line, I think. Is my math correct? Yeah, something like that. 400 and something. So yeah, absolutely insane. The rucks so far have absolutely defied people's expectations with the new rules and stuff like that. So just the forward line to go now. I should probably talk about McAndrew first, as I mentioned him. The 123, absolutely amazing. I thought he'd have a drop off in score because of Rob being in the team, but after watching that, I don't think Rob will be in the team again. He was shocking, and McAndrew was, you know, every time he was in the ruck, the midfield just looked different. Every time Rob was in there, the midfield was shocking. McAndrew gets all the taps to advantage. He does all that. He's starting to take marks now. He looks completely at home. They can't play Rob again. He offers nothing forward or anywhere on the field anymore. So, yeah, I was pretty pissed off with Nix after watching that game. Like, why did he bring in Rob and Chase Jones? Chase Jones has played how many games now? 100 games, and we've never really gotten much out of him. Why does he keep giving him a chance? Like, there's nothing that Chase Jones is doing that a rookie wouldn't be offering for us anyway. So you might as well just play them, I think. So hopefully that's the end of both of them. And I've defended Rob in the past. And even people at times, I think they've been a little bit harsh on Chase Jones, particularly when he was a rookie. Like, it was hard to escape that stigma that he was taken before. Was it Rosie or Butters? One of them. But, you know, enough is enough. They're done. You've got, who is it in the Sandful? Edwards and I think Dowling. They've been killing it and they can't get a look in because Nix keeps persisting with the same useless guys. So nothing personal in it, but yeah, I think if the team wants to go forward, then yeah, he needs to bring in different players. And frankly, I think given his inability to change things on the fly in a game, if the team wants to go forward and be an actual legitimate contender, Nix isn't the man. I think he's taken him as far as he can. But I'll get back to Supercoach. I always say it, footy talk is relevant with Supercoach. It is a footy game after all. But I do get on Crom tangents, so sorry for that. So the forward line, Sheasel, 97, who cares? Everyone has him. He's going to do his thing. Should be pretty comfortably F1. Myers a 70. This was annoying. So this was a bit of carnage right here. He had to do a fitness test right before the game, and he got through it and was able to play, but you could tell he wasn't right. He got low tog at the start, like first half, and wasn't really finding the ball, looked sluggish, and he got better as the game went on. He had a pretty big last quarter. So to scrape the 70 in the end, considering, I'm not annoyed at him because it could have been a lot worse. He scored like 30 or 40 in the last quarter. 31. Yeah, so you can see here, it's like linear progression with his scoring. It got better as the game went on, so I'm not worried about him. Look at his fantasy as well. Like, he missed a few kicks that normally he gobbles up. 22 touches again. He normally gets about 25. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not worried. I think he'll be absolutely fine. It's like a floor game for him. He gets the odd 70. But yeah, the injury I think is a fair excuse, whatever it was. Hopefully nothing serious, but yeah, not too worried. Cooker 60, decent for a rookie. I think he's pretty safe. If he gets dropped, he only had the 10 touches, but if he gets dropped and Chase Jones or someone keeps their spot, I think you'll find most of Adelaide will be riding. At a break even of 11 now, so he's already, he was elevated price, wasn't he? He's made nearly 100k. Probably one more price rise and then maybe he's ripe to get punted, but yeah, we'll see what happens. He could put in another decent one. To be honest, if he's ever going to do it, it'll be against Carlton. Even when the Crom were crap, Carlton's always struggled at Adelaide Oval against us for some reason. So yeah, I expect Crom to win this easily, and if they don't, well then they're pretty much finished for the year. Dev didn't play, Philippou didn't play. Lombard, 56. He started off well, went a little bit too far, so we were giving him shit a couple of weeks ago about being selfish and stuff. He gave off a couple of goals that he could have kicked himself, but you know, it's good to see because I think that's going to keep him in the team and he'll just keep making a bit of money. Break even at 26. I don't even trust that. What's he made? He's made 50k. He's going to be a slow burn, but I think he'll get there in the end. Just the way Gold Coast play, it's not really suited to small forwards. Like, he's a bit of a lead up half forward. I think he's more suited to the slower game. You watch, with the new rules and stuff, the game has become too fast. Like, I think Myers was kind of affected by it today in the Hawks and Cats game. Teams are just getting it and going long. Like, it's not like what we saw in the first couple of weeks where the half forwards were feasting because they were hitting up the short leads in space. Teams are just going crazy, just trying to get it into their 50 blindly as quick as they can. And that's why these players like Stewart and Worrell, they're just feasting on the intercept marks. It's just ridiculous to watch. Like, Geelong especially, I can't believe are doing it because they're not a fast team. I don't know why they're trying to play that way. Maybe they got spooked by Gold Coast spanking them because they look too slow. But yeah, Geelong are at their best when they control the game, and that suits Myers more. So yeah, I'm a little bit worried about Lombard, and yeah, to a lesser extent Myers with that. But yeah, I'm sure the game will change. It's only been that way a couple of weeks. So and that's it for the playing players. So oh wow, it's already been 24 minutes. Must have been the Crom rant or something. But yeah, all in all, I'm not unhappy with this week. As I said, I expected to drop a fair bit lower than what I did. So more than happy with that small drop. Let's have a quick look what happens next week. So Sinclair will come back and Ash. So bench Lindsay for now. Oh, rookie roulette's going to start again. Excellent. Already got rid of Watkins. Flanders on the field. Marshall, I think, could be back, or he could be back the week after. I'm not sure. So Lombard can go. What are we looking at projected? 2217. It's not too bad. Yeah. So as far as trades go, I really don't know because I haven't looked. I don't even think like you can see who's traded in and out yet. Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, Farrow. Farrow looked good in terms of Supercoach anyway. I don't know really what he looked like as a player. I didn't notice him too much, but yeah, his score kept rising, so that was a good thing. Steen, I think I'm going to pass on. Coleman's interesting, but he's just 300k. I think he's too much now. He's had 2 good scores and 2 shitty ones. Like, which is the real Coleman? I don't know. I don't think Brisbane can sustain having that many halfbacks. Like, you got Zorko, Wilmot, Fletcher's back there sometimes. Now you got Coleman as well. I think it's going to be too up and down. But who knows? We'll have a look. See what I can swing with Parrish. But I'd rather get someone lower, I think, and try and build for the long term kind of cash. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll have a good look at it, and I'll have to make a trade video Wednesday or Thursday. Things will probably be a bit slower for me this week. Yeah, I got a real crazy week ahead, but should be okay. There's no obvious rookies, is there? I'll just quickly check. Probably should have ended the video already, but you stuck with me now. Yeah, we'll just look at the break evens if there's anything. Murdoch's not back till round 7. That sucks. It's pretty much Farrow by the look of it. Oh, Josh Lai looks alright. Probably got decent job security as well, I reckon. He positions himself really well. Like, he gets a lot of intercepts and stuff for a smaller guy. Schomburg's probably not the worst shout. But I'd go with Lai over Schomburg if I was picking between the two. Jones hurt his hamstring, so he's gone for a while. Goulburn looked really good, but I'm not going to go early. We learnt that with Murdoch. Yeah, there's not too many obvious ones. Perez will look good next week if he plays again. 99k. Can't beat the 99k rookies. They don't have to score nearly as well. So yeah, I got no idea. Hopefully it'll be a case of not having to use a boost and it'll be 1 up, 1 down. And we'll upgrade somewhere. But yeah, Parrish, I'm sure if it's going to happen, he'll be a part of that. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you went, how much carnage you avoided. I don't think anyone fully avoided it, surely. If you did, you're probably sitting a lot higher than I am. But yeah, yeah, it's just stoked with that start and to not drop, honestly. That's all I can say. So yeah, it's been half an hour nearly. I'll let you go. So thanks for watching. And I should make a trade video Thursday or Wednesday.